Hello, welcome back to the Daggerwin Multifarm with Freddy. And we're back doing Freddy's favourite task yet again. Moving 50 million pallets around. Because that's what we do. Or it certainly feels like it these days. Every time I log in, it's always a lot of pallets. Honestly, I don't know if you're watching, I think it may be getting towards time to switch this to selling. Because the number is just getting ridiculous and the amount of time spent moving these around is just nuts. So far, I have managed to fill this first shed, that's 250 pallets. And this second shed is now on its way. As the good old saying goes, yipes! So that's going to be a lot of pallets to move again. It seems like I'm one of the few people actually moving them, which is getting annoying. So, what's new on the farm, you may ask? Well, there's a number of things actually. Freddy's been busy, and in a lot of the case of it, Freddy is 2 secs. This requires a bit of finesse because there's a stupid fence in the way. I hate pallets. I really do. I really hate pallets. So there's been a couple of things that have actually happened since the last episode. Obviously the people on the day shift have been busy doing things. And Freddy came in this evening and decided, you know what, I've had enough. No, that's not going to turn around, so stuff it, that'll get left. Sort out another time. So, give you a little tour. Freddy decided to buy a new tractor. The other farm were having a bit of a clear out. Freddy decided to make use of it. So we have a new tractor. We also have a new plough. We have a new baler. Hee, big baler. Yes, Addy, it's a square one. Bite me. Bought new mowers yesterday. Refuel this because I hate when people leave things not fully fueled. It's a pet peeve. We also have a new field. Field number 55, recently purchased. Yeah, it's not great. It also comes with this area. All the way down, all these trees. Those trees as well, they're all earmarked for being chopped down, because that's a lot of extra field space that we can make use of. But this grass area as well, so nice big area. Chop that tree down for doing some nice grass and hay bales for our sheep. So awesome. We decided as well, along with these lovely soybeans, I think possibly, here's Ian joining the server. He's on the opposite farm. He's usually on when I'm on, so it's nice to have somebody actually on with me. So I think it was Addy that expanded the field that you can just see in front of us. It's been expanded pretty well actually. Right to the edges. Cheers, Addy. I think it was Addy that did it. Might not have been. There's not that many people that have permission to create fields for very good reason. Usually when we allow too many people to do it, we end up with problems, which is why it's restricted. But it is expanded, it does work, you can get all the way around it, so not a problem. We were going to go canola in this field, and we still are. But I had a look at the crop planting plan, and we can actually get a field, or a words. We can actually get a harvest of sorghum in before the canola needs to be planted. So we've gone sorghum in that field, sorghum in this field, some trees here that could probably go as well, to be fair. Get rid of those trees and expand this field out. Yes. Always polite to say hi. So yeah, and the little field we have over here has got a crop of oats growing in it. Along with, I moved all our tree saplings out the way. So we have trees here, we have trees there, we have trees frickin' everywhere, and the sawmill is currently running at near capacity. Thank you to Kath, who did haul a load of trees whilst I was off having dinner. Excelente, we love it. Yes, we still have that on loan. Not so happy, but no, it's being used and its trees are getting to the relevant point, so you know it's working. So we do have a lot of productions. Just need to check on how this is doing. It's actually doing really, really well, considering it's only being fed by one. So it's doing quite swimmingly. Quick look in the used machines, nothing new. Our poplar field here, which as you can see has been heavily hailed the living bejesus out of. What we're actually going to do is, once we do the next harvest on this, we're going to plough it up and replant. I'm going to replant poplar again, but it'll fix all those areas and increase yields, so it'll all be good. So awesome. All things are going well, or as well as can be, to be fair. I've not actually had a look. 28 pallets. Got 4 poplar pallets. Yeah, a few bits and pieces. So not bad, not bad, not bad. Our poplar bale reserve is running down. 71 left. Crikey, 71, that's still quite a good number. We're going to need some more grass bales soon. That's not going to be a problem, because we have that nice grass area. And we've got some lovely swathing mowers to make use of as well now. So it's all going to be good. See if Ian wants to sleep in a minute after I do my usual walk round. Something I do like to do. Top everything up. Because if it's all topped up, we know where we are financially. How many we got? 3,000 litres. Let's go for a 10,000 litre top up. I'll get that nicely. 4,000 litres is solid. 5,000 of that. Top that up. Lime. We need lime. So yes, we will have nearly 80,000 litres of lime. Herbicide, 4,000 litres. That will do for now. 3,000 or nearly 4,000 litres of liquid fert. That will do for now. And that one's empty because we're not using anything else at this point in time. So awesome. So yeah, nice class Xerion. 12.650. Awesome. Will certainly help out with pulling bigger implements, that's for sure. As part of the rules of the servers, both sides must agree to sleep. It is do not spam each other. That is not allowed. It's also rude. You're busy trying to do stuff and somebody's constantly trying to sleep through. It doesn't promote well for server, for fair play. So the rules are we do not sleep until both sides agree and are ready to. Not sure what Ian's up to currently, but it's all good. Probably AFK. So yeah, productions are all looking good. Raspberry Gardens got topped up earlier. Preserved Food Factory is topped up nicely. We've got a good level going on currently. Napa Cabbage is coming down. I had to fire a bit more Napa Cabbage into that because it wasn't doing so well. Sawmill, that's a nice level. That really is. Not that much in the way of storage at the moment, but I did clear it out not long ago in this calendar month, so that's good. Reasonable levels of water, mainly stones missing from there, but I haven't really got much in the way. And the furniture factory is doing nicely. In fact, when is the furniture best sale price? So I didn't look at earlier. Next month. Ah, awesome. So Ian's ready for sleep. So what we'll do, we'll sleep. We'll have a look at furniture. There we go. I like to ask first because, you know, it's polite. I appreciate console players can't type up, but that isn't a reason for not using Discord or a bit of common sense and politeness. Awesome. Right, let's have a quick look, see what's in the sale. Oh, that's not bad, that's not bad. Is that 6 meters? No, I think we've got better in the way of cultivators. We've got a stump grinder, and we don't need a spader. I do think that's the cultivator there. We got that one, 7.5 meters. To be quite honest, we could hit this one now. Not going to because of price. You know what it's like. Oh my giddy. Why is it these pallets decide to do this every time? It used to be you'd be able to move these by hand, and you can't anymore. It's irritating. It's a pain in the backside to sort out with a forklift now. No, forklift. With the truck now. Right, let's have a look. Fields. Oh, growing. So it's nothing to do really field-wise today, so it's a lot of sort things out. That's the other thing I get a lot, usually when I'm on, is people joining the server. What jobs need doing? What jobs need doing? Look at the frickin' map. Have a tell. Have a look yourself. Don't leave Freddy constantly to move frickin' 1,000 pallets of frickin' sawdust. That would be a good help. You think before I slept, all that was clear. That's how quickly they stack up. But before, if you don't do it quickly, it does get to the point the productions are halted because it's full and it needs clearing out. It's one of those things, it's a job that always needs doing. I've never once logged into this server and had it not need doing. So if you're on our farm, clear the frickin' sawdust out. Every time. Logged in this evening and both productions were halted because there was 50,000 litres of sawdust waiting to spawn in both. And it takes me quite a while to sort that out. That's time I should really be spending having a look at other things. Like buying tractors, buying land. Freddy really wants to be working in the fields. That's what I enjoy. Not spending 30-40 minutes moving pallets of sawdust around. See what I mean about them spawning? It's just a nightmare. Why they do that, I do not know. But it is irritating as hell at the moment. And then they do that, and then... It's getting on my nerves. Addy, have you got a suggestion other than mine of let's just put it to selling? Because quite honestly, it is becoming more of a chore than anything else. Like that, the amount of pallets, and when we're going to sell them, we reach the pallet limit on the server. Over, and this is just Giants, if you happen to watch my videos, I severely doubt, sort your freaking pallet mechanics out. It is irritating. Honestly, they were better in FS22. Because this is just, it's ridiculous. Either stick to your pallet forks, or they're not picking up, or they, like you saw, they go pinging around all over the place. It's just frickin' irritating. And Freddy's got loads of pallets to move like that, and they just keep doing that. It does get on my last nerves. This one that's fallen off to there, not so much of an issue. Raise your forks with it, knock it in, job done. But the general mechanics of the pallets, it's a nightmare. Now I'm going to have to go over, load all the furniture, go get all that sold. It's a lot of pallet work at the moment, and it's getting irritating. I want to work in the fields. Field work is what Freddy loves. Everyone thinks I love trees. I don't. I hate them. I don't like trees. Probably see all the trees. Probably see all the trees burn, to be quite honest with you. Freddy much prefers doing field work. That's what I enjoy. Even if it's cultivating, ploughing, spraying, harvesting, planting. I'll do it all day long and not deal with pallets. Especially not deal with frickin' trees. Don't upset me, pallet. And don't get me wrong, I've got a knack and developed a knack for working with pallets because I've just done so much of it. But I don't want to be doing it. I want to be working in the fields, planting crops. Oh, that's all worked in a weird way. Oh, okay. If it's stupid but it works, is it really stupid? It's not. As long as it works. Now, all these pallets get sold in January. So we've got a long time, a lot more production to actually do with this before we get to January. I've got a sneaky feeling that we're going to need more space to actually store these pallets again. So I think, Addy, if you're watching this, I definitely think it's time to put the sawdust to selling, at least. There's just so much of it, and it's becoming so much of an inconvenience to deal with it, and people aren't dealing with it. Apart from me and you. So now you do it, but you try to avoid it as well, like I do. So come on, I think it's time to put it to selling and just take the hit on the loss of it. Because putting it to selling, we will lose 10% of price. I know the price varies quite a bit, but it's becoming a nuisance to deal with this. And this fence, ugh. Sorry Tony, but I don't like the fence. It just gets in the way. Frickin' trees. This is why I don't like trees, because they affect where your camera is. They're a nuisance. This is why I don't like them. Yes, they look nice. Looks are not everything. Right, if I remember rightly, I've left the truck up at the sawmill. I'm going to drive the telehandler in a minute over to the furniture factory. I shall cheat here. Raise my forks. Increases my turning circle. Oh, just managed to get that one. Awesome. Happy days. Stay. You stay on, pallet. You stay on until we get there. Good boy. Right, now to go load an absolute shed load of furniture pallets and get those sold. Need to make the money to be able to spend the money. More pallets. At least it's only one. I did try and make sure the majority of productions were cleared out before I logged off earlier for dinner. Because that's what I do. I try and leave it tidy, and I'd like to walk back into it tidy. So this video is going to go out same day as recording, but also tonight I'm promising myself I am going to do the next episode of Derail Valley. Because it's been ages since it's been over a week actually since I've been on Derail Valley, and I think I know me YouTube playlist series, because I was about 4 episodes ahead recording versus release. I know that is more than caught up now. So I do want to get back to doing it. I do like it. I like Derail Valley. I think it's fun. Even when I'm making mistakes and going the wrong way and derailing trains. Yeah, it was a nice break from farming. What's the betting? Nobody has been up here dealing with any of this. Of course not. Righty-ho. Right. Sure. Yep, there's me truck. Let's take this down. I'll go to a massive load of furniture pallets and get these sold. There's a lot of moving pallets around rather than actual farm. Whoa! Upsy daisy. My fault with the fence. But hey, it is what it is. That potentially looks like it's a field ready to harvest. It is. Ooh, what crop's that? It's the other farms. I'm intrigued. What crop is that? Oh, oats. Let them know. Although it's a multi-farm, it's not competitive. It's not an advantage for me not to tell them their field is ready for harvest. Can't be all the same as if he's struggling, I can go and help. You know, they can give us contract, we can go help them, they can come help us. You know, it's not 100%, oh, it's us against them, it's, oh, it's this, it's that. No. Friendly. They've helped us before, I will help them continually, even if they hadn't helped before. That's not what the server's about. It is just a multi-farm, more than one farm. Park this about there. This is where Freddy is going to get a little bit creative. Little technique for making stacking of these a bit easier. Oh, there we go. Oh, you son of a monkey's uncle. Oh, you're going on like that now. That'll be why. I think I have the forks slightly at the wrong angle. Oh, you pest. That's the word I'm going to use. Pest. Don't judge me, you're not here doing it. There we go. Wasn't what I was intending, but you know what? Make it work. Frickin' trees. There we go. This is what annoys me. I like to have my camera just at one angle. I'm trying to see where I'm going through that tree. Nightmare. And then that happens. And then that happens. Freddy's gonna get upset today. Oh, stuff it. I'll just put that one on, actually, and come back. Try and reset that. I think I've been doing too much work with pallets. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Quite honestly, I don't care how they get on as long as they get on. How much more we've got to put on? Oh, there's another 27 pallets to spawn yet. Each pallet being 1,000 litres. Now I know Addy's probably watching this and absolutely laughing at me. To that I have to say, Addy, bite me. Certainly not up to my usual level of stacking. But you know what? As long as it works. Wait for the respawn. There we go. Now I know Addy's been doing time lapses, so I ask my audience that are watching this, would you prefer to see time lapses like Addy does? Or are you happy with me just waffling random garbage like I usually do? There is still going to be a part 2 to my precision farming. A more in-depth look at precision farming and its benefits and what everything means. I know my introduction was well received. A lot of people have found it useful, which is good. That's better. That's better. Right. I'm cheat to do this. Didn't mean to actually start the engine up there, but strap that in. So I can do layer 2. This will pull in a fair bit of income for the farm. Once it's all started. Unfortunately, this does take time. There's no two ways about it. There is no quick way to do this. Well, there is. We can get the mod for auto-loading pallet trailers. Well, we tend not to use that because it is not very realistic. And we try and keep a lot of the mods on the server to some level of realism. Which is why that mod is not on the server. Switch to this view because that frickin' tree. I parked on a downhill slope because of course I have. Stay. I'm not taking any chances here. I tend not to after the first layer. First layer I'm not as worried. I can generally not tip the trailer, but when I've got the first layer all on and start playing with the second layer, sometimes the pallets can play silly. I kind of don't want to do that. What are we on? 11 more pallets to spawn. 9 more pallets to spawn. As we're lifting 8 at a time, it's not going to be an issue. Then we've got to find where the best sell price is and haul them. I think that's a bit far. That's looking better. There we go, that should do it. There we go. Does that? I like to do both sides because it still will actually strap what's in the middle. Go above so I can get the angle because of trees. There we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit of finesse just to line this thing up correctly, but when you get it lined up, it does go good. So it can be a bit of finesse getting them on the trailer nicely. Stay. There we go. Right. Not that many left now, or shouldn't be. Got that line up wrong. Yep, saw that coming. Can I get it before it spawns? Yep. Excellente. I've got 3 more. 1 more. Okay. So that'll be 1 more lift of 4. And it will be done. Not taking that long, really. The sawdust takes a lot longer. Crikey, it was nearly 3 hours for me and Addy to get it all stacked and sold last time. That was epic, shall we say. And as the old saying goes, if it's stupid but it works, is it really stupid? I don't know, don't care. As long as it gets on there and gets sold. Go for these far two first. So, rules on selling on the multi-farm, if you've got this far through the video, are quite simple. If it is peak price, sell it. Don't need permission. If it's a peak price or over its peak price, you may sell. You don't need a farm manager's permission for that. If he tells you not to sell something, there's usually a reason. Like, we're not selling wheat at the moment. We've got excessive amounts because we're using wheat to feed our chickens. But that is it. Everything else is fair game for selling. As those that know, you can use sorghum for feeding chickens as well, which is why... Oh, you sneaky little... This is what I mean about pallets. That was on there nicely. Always one. Always one. You, sir, are going there, sir. There we go. Not the best stacking in the world. Hey, as long as it gets the job done. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Furniture prices. Where's the best? 2153. Which one's that one? Because there is 3, so it's this one up here. Not a problem. I know how to get to that one. I was there earlier. This will be a nice... What on earth am I caught on there? Nothing. Wait, if I just back up a little bit and go forward. Yeah. Okay. No idea what that was all about. As you saw, it just decided you've hit an invisible wall. You are going nowhere. No idea what that was about. Now, generally the two farms do tend to keep a lot to their own work. Every now and again, if we've got nothing on, or if they've got nothing on, try and help each other out just to... It gets the day moved on. Everybody gets their work done that they want to get done. Which means everybody's in profit. There we go. There you can see the agricultural farm on my right. I know how to get into this one. I've done it a couple of times. Bit of lag there on the server. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to use that bridge. Okay, thought I could get across that one, but they put a sheep pen there. Okay. This is the other farm's yard, but all the agricultural fairs are fair game. So part of the rules for it nobody should be obstructing any of the agricultural fairs so that all of us can access them as required. But like, you think that trailer's in the way, it's not. It's just in their yard and there's plenty of room to get past. What we mean is actually obstructing the sell point itself by parking a vehicle there, which has happened. Here we go. Selly, 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 selly. 98,000 plus an extra 10, so over 100,000 for that. Awesome. There we go. That is that, as they do say. That's sold. I'm going to return this up to the sawmill. Now the furniture is sold at peak time. Awesome. Let's put an extra 100,000 in the bank. Awesome. We have got a loan that does need paying off, but at the moment, increase of equipment and tractors is the priority. We will get the loan paid off when we're able to do work better and more efficiently. So yeah, we will get there. Especially rather than taking an hour to plough a field, we're only going to take sort of like 20 minutes. Going to be much better. Of course there's a car coming. Generally I try and bring this back up here every time so it's ready to load the next load of sawmill stuff for selling, because we tend to do that as and when it builds up a bit. Right, so that's that for now. I'll end the video here, and I'm going to carry on with some more work before I jump across the derail valley. So until next time guys, take it easy.